All right, I'm going to start this off by saying that I regret not investing in waterproof cosmetics for this event. So, in the middle of this speech, it gets a little bit hard. Just give me a minute and I'll pull together. All right, thank you. The definition of heart is essential or innermost part, the essential or most vital part of something. When I sat down to write this speech, I didn't know what I should focus on about High Tech High. After spending 4 years here, I have so much I have to say. This need to be adjusted. Just making sure. I then decided to take on one of the hardest things to describe to an outsider of High Tech High, the heart behind it all. When someone I knew asked me about High Tech High 4 years ago, I was slightly embarrassed, blushed to write a long name, and I would join in on their overall blanket statements of what a small, nerdy school we were. I bring up the generic, it's project-based learning answer. I would hope that my dry answers would discourage them from asking anything else. I didn't speak of us with the love that we deserved. I didn't speak of us, but the pride that we deserved. When I'm asked about High Tech High now, I answer that as a place with heart. Immediately, people were confused. They asked me how a school can have heart, implying it's simply a school, and there can't be much more to it. I reply with the fact that it's more than a school, it is a home. The heart is the most vital organ of the human body, and the heart here is the most vital part of the student body. I tell them about the amazing things we have done, from writing scripts, to creating alternate worlds once a year to show how amazing we are, to building canoes. It's a place where we can strive to complete the best work of our lives. It's a place where we morph from bumbling public speakers to be able to speak in front of hundreds. It's a place where your humanities teacher was able to take you to foreign countries that you would not be able to see on your own. See, there's you might ask. There's a reason. Thank you, Papa Morrison. It's a place where you could see your entire car being worked on outside your science class, and it's completely normal. It's a place you can remember how afraid you were for your first SLC and think about how silly it was now. Our work is the atrium of the heart, the chamber that allows the blood to return to the heart. Because at the end of the day, we are more than just kids with feelings. We're adults who produce amazing work. I tell them about the teachers, who cannot simply just be called teachers. No, they are mentors, inspirations, pillars of support, and truly love us with all that they have. I can confidently say I have people in this building who have served as second mothers and fathers to me in my darkest hours. I have never seen a staff who loves the fullest capability like they do. Every single one of them has played an essential role in molding us as adults, and I don't hear that enough. I tell them how Kid Cudi and Lady Gaga could be put to shame by music videos my teachers make. I tell them about the wise words of wisdom I've heard, like make room for Jesus. I make sure to include the fact that my teachers probably hug me as much as my friends. And I know for whatever reason, I can trust them with anything. We were blessed to have a full staff of teachers who keep us strong and united. They are the ventricles of the heart. They receive the blood from the atrium, and they keep it pumping to the rest of the body. They take us for everything we have, and they push it through the community. And so you guys can give a little round of applause for teachers right now. I tell them about the administration and the staff. I tell them about Ms. Campbell, a woman who single-handedly handles hundreds of students on a daily basis without breaking a sweat. She demands respect. It makes the rest of Sloan look wimpy. I tell my dean of students, Shawnee Leader, that despite her size, she has one of the biggest hearts I've ever come across. Her wedges may put her 6 inches higher, but I'm sure everyone already looked up to her to begin with. I tell my previous principal that in addition to being my mentor for 4 years, believe me, no one else did. I came to High Tech High a kid labeled trouble, a kid who was constantly in the principal's office for something either being done to me or me doing to somebody else. I was jaded about the education system, permanently turned off by the apathy of previous administrations. I transitioned from 8th grade poorly. Continuing my streak of, getting in trouble. She pushed me to become someone who would make my mother proud, even when everyone else had decided I was a bad apple. She pushed me to join up, get involved, and actually change things. I came into High Tech on a verge of suspension, and I lead the vice president of the student body. I cannot thank those people and staff enough. They are the connective tissue of the heart, what holds us together when we feel weak, and of course, we have to give it up for them too. Last of all, some of my fellow students. After spending 4 years with the group, you can't help but feel a relationship with every single one of them in some way. Some may argue that I could be found at any small school, but I disagree. Rather, High Tech High is a community that encouraged this. When I sat down my first day at High Tech High with my fellow confused and lost students, I was less than thrilled. We came into High Tech High completely alone, and we leave anything but. The great thing about High Tech High is that nearly no one knew anyone. We all had a clean slate to just be who we wanted to be and to get to know someone without any stories or things before that. We have an incurable bond, one that cannot necessarily be broken with team switches or summer break. Every student has formed relationships here that they will carry on for the rest of their life. Every student here is a fellow student they could probably consider family. We watch one another grow from an awkward phase to adults. It doesn't even feel that way. We sit here today no longer them, but in us. We are a group of people that will never be anything but a family. Yes, family, and that is very overused here, but there's really no other way to describe it, so I'm just gonna say it. From petty fights to crying on one another's shoulders at the end of the year, we are a family. The class of 2011 began it all. We provided a building and a loving staff, and we were told the future culture of the school is up to us to create. We did that. We are the blood here. The blood keeps the heart pumping and healthy. And as we leave, the heart will continue on pounding without us. We pass on our legacy to lower classes to continue and carry on with pride. So, when I'm asked about High Tech High today, I say heart. Maybe that answer isn't brief enough, but there really is no way to describe it. In short, the best thing about High Tech High is heart. The fact that it is a place where you're loved unconditionally, supported, encouraged, believed in, missed when you're gone, and you miss it when you're gone. There is nowhere else in the world I'd rather be right now. I could say that we're all going to go off and do amazing things, but that'd be implying that we didn't already do that. If I'm spending 2 minutes with students like Jale or John Torres, it's pretty obvious that's not the case. I'm also going to say, I'm sure I speak for many, I can never thank this place enough for the opportunity it has given me. To my fellow students, thank you for making the last 4 years of my life spectacular and never short of surprises. Thank you for teaching me more than I could bubble in on a test. Thank you for teaching me about life. I like to end this with a quote. Don't be dismayed by goodbyes. A farewell is necessary before you can meet again. And meeting again is, after moments or a lifetime, is certain for those who are friends. Richard Bach. Congratulations, class of 2011. We did it. Thank you.